Hey guys, it's Marissa. We're live. I've got a cute card for you today. I'll give you a minute to get in here. Let's see, what else do I want to tell you about? I've got a few little housekeeping things, so we're going to carry on while you're getting in here. Say hello when you get in here. This is our project for today. It was inspired by the newsletter tutorial card. So this is the newsletter tutorial, same idea, a little embossed inside, offset front. And so if you don't subscribe to the Kitchen Table Stamper newsletter, you need to do that. There is a subscribe button in the right-hand sidebar all the way at the top. Go to kitchentablestamper.com and then subscribe using the subscribe button in the top of the right-hand sidebar. There's ideas usually about once a week that you don't see anywhere else on the blog or on any other social media. So fun exclusive ideas there. All right, so here is our card today. It's a little offset front. Check out the inside. You're roarsome. So this is what we're going to do today. And it features the Dinoroar 12 by 12 designer series paper. This is the pattern that we're using. Here's another pattern. And then this one with the eggs and the pink dinosaurs. I love this pattern. And then this one with the leaves and the yellow dinosaurs. And this one, I love this one too. Looks like party banners. And with the multicolored dinosaurs. So what is that? 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. Which one am I missing? I'm missing one. Ah, here it is. I got it. This one's a little bit bigger multicolor dinosaur with the pineapple punch, old olive, mango melody feet. Look at the footprints. That'd be good for a little boy card. All right, so that's Dinoroar. Our card base this time is a little different. We have, instead of 8.5, we've got 7.5 by 5.5. And this is the challenge to play along in the Kitchen Table Stamper Craft Social. So pay attention to this little bit different fold. It gives an offset card front that'll give a peek to the inside of the card. So we're going to take our 7.5 by 5.5 card base, and we're going to score at 3 1/4 instead of 4 1/4. So we're an inch short on the width, and we're an inch short on the score. So instead of 4 1/4, we're going to score at 3 1/4. Okay, super simple. It's kind of a fun fold, but so simple you can't really call it a fun fold, right? All right, so, ooh, Kathy says original. I don't know, I think we're split pretty 50-50 here. All right, let me grab my bone folder. And now we've got our card base with the offset front. And it's fun to get a little peek onto the inside. You can do designer series paper here. You can die cut the edge of your insert. You can do like I did and emboss a little texture. Whatever it is that you want to give a peek to, now you've done that. Then whatever you put on this edge, like the embossing, or if you die cut with an edge die, or put a strip of designer series paper, that'll indicate where you stop writing your message on the inside. Let's see here. What's next? We've got our card base. We talked about why and how. We've got our designer series paper, kind of leaning towards one of each, then we satisfy everybody. Scraps, I have Old Olive and Pear Pizzazz, and I have Lovely Lipstick. I just grabbed some scraps, but I do put measurements of approximately how much you need on the project sheet. Project sheet's ready except for the photograph, so it'll be posted for you in just a little bit today. And I'm going to grab my big shot here. We're going to cut some shapes to use on this card from the tropical dies. And from, let's see if I can do all of this. You guys know my favorite game. See how much I can die cut in one pass is my absolute favorite game. So we got 2 leaves, and those are from the tropical dies. I really love this. It was part of the Tropical Chic bundle, but you can definitely grab these leaf dies. They stand very well on their own. I use them as accents a lot. And then with the Lovely Lipstick, we're going to cut a heart, kind of a primitive funky little hearts and this awesome spray of hearts. We just need a piece of it because we need a couple of little hearts out of there. And that is from the stitched, or the Be Mine stitched framelits. Both of those hearts are from that die set. All right, let me slide this aside. We're going to need our big shot again in just a minute, but first, some stamping. All right, so those are our die cut pieces. Let's get a Stampin' Pierce mat and some ink. There's our Stampin' Pierce mat. Let's see, while I'm pulling up ink colors, let's see what we got here. All right, ink colors. I have got Old Olive, Flirty Flamingo, and Pretty Peacock. Jackie says she loves the card. Hi, Jackie. Jackie's a kitchenette, too. I'm glad that you're here. I've missed your face, sister. All right, let's get some Whisper White cardstock. I have a piece here, about 3.5 by 4 will do. We're going to stamp our Dinoroar, our dinosaur from Dino Days. Let me show you that stamp set. Love this photopolymer stamp set. 15 piece from the annual catalog. I had to bring it back out again once they, Stampin' Up! Decided to do the Dinoroar paper as a celebration item. It's just such a cute bundle. And the egg from this Dino Days bundle can be very handy at Easter time. All right, so I found that with these stamp sets that are the, I don't know, they have kind of a texture to them. Do you see that? They're not a solid stamp. I found that if I kind of rock the stamp forward and back, I can get some pretty good coverage. We're going to stamp our dinosaur in Flirty Flamingo. And then separately, we're going to stamp his spines because they are 2 different dies from the Dino Days set. All right, so there's our little dinosaur. And I have a scrap, 5/8 of an inch wide. You need about 3.5 or more is fine. This is Pool Party. We're going to stamp the I love you this much greeting using Pretty Peacock on Pool Party. And you need about 5/8 of an inch. 1/2 inch is too narrow, which is too bad because I have 1/2 inch, a ton of 1/2 inch strips. I don't know what I do that produces so many 1/2 inch strip scraps. All right. Meh. I smudged it. No, that is unacceptable. All right, so here, there's 2 sides to every paper, right? But I want to just show you. I'm going to stamp the other side, but remember that this end is going to show. So we're going to stamp the other side, but we're going to make sure that we use this clean piece down here, all right? So just keep that in mind. There's 2 sides to every paper, but sometimes you got to keep in mind what's on the other side. All right, I'm going to lift straight up this time like a professional stamper. Ready? Haha, much cleaner. Okay. I think we have just done all of our stamping except for that inside bit, but I'm going to emboss and then stamp my inside greeting. So we're going to come back to stamping, but not until the very end. The next thing I'm going to do is bring in my tailored tag punch, and I'm going to trim a wee bit of this off. We don't need quite so much. It'll be easier to punch. And I'm going to use my tailored tag and dovetail the sentiment banner here and here. Sometimes I need to put the sentiment all the way in and then back it out so I can get a good idea of where I'm at. But I do love this punch for doing dovetails. I find that it's easier to visualize and get a good, even dovetail. Looks pretty good, doesn't it? Not too bad. All right. I think since we've got such a clear space, let's grab the big shot one more time and cut our dinosaur and his spines. All right. Dinosaur. Use a little Tyrannosaurus Rex die. Cut him out. Stampin' Up! Dies. You want to just take a minute and make sure that you check in multiple points that there's no white around the edge of your image. If there is, you got to adjust your placement because you want to see full ink coverage from edge to edge. There is no white edge when you're lining up the die. Now for the spines, you want to line the spines up so that the spines are all along the outer edge of the die. This white piece right here is the glue tab. So you can glue it onto your dinosaur and have a multicolored dinosaur with ease. Now, I have made half of a card and such a mess over here. Let's crank those out. And next, see how cute he is? Perfect white border all around because we watch our placement of the die. All right, multi-purpose liquid glue here. We're going to add a bit on that glue tab. Very small little bead. This is what I love about the thoughtfulness of Stampin' Up! Design. So instead of having to ink up one stamp with two different colors, Stampin' Up's got 2 stamps, 2 dies, and the die makes that little glue tab. And now you've got that multicolored dinosaur with no fuss. Pretty cute. Pretty cute. Platform. 3D embossing folder. I am using the Hammered Metal 3D embossing folder. This is a holiday favorite item. So this is one that you can find in the website. Click shop. In the left-hand side, click holiday favorites, and you'll find the Hammered Metal. This one is perfect for dinosaur scales. Now the thing is though with the Hammered Metal, it has an indented look, and we don't want it to look depressed. We want it to look lifted because I think that looks more like scales. So we're going to go back side, and then we're going to add the right 1 3/8 of an inch approximately, a little over an inch. Oh, that's the back side of my paper. All right, so we got the Whisper White cardstock. Now this Whisper White cardstock is the liner for the inside of the card. So I'm eyeballing a little less than 1.5 inches, more than an inch. And then you can use this line here on the front side to make sure that you got it level, because you want a nice straight line for those scaly look and texture on the inside of the card. We're going to pop that into our machine, platform, embossing folder, and then the 3D embossing plate. Give that a little crank. So we just did a partial emboss here. Let me show you the finished product. So we turn the paper upside down, or the folder upside down, so that we would have a scaly look instead of a depressed look. Like if you hit metal, soft metal with a hammer, you'd get this depressed look. The other side looks like dinosaur scales. And there's our partial emboss. Let's get some snail adhesive and put some of our larger panels together. I'm going to be really brave. Oh gosh, I hope it doesn't backfire. And I'm going to adhere my Whisper White panel inside my card, centered. Ooh, and we're still going to stamp on it. This is where things get crazy. I'm so brave. See, so we got that fun little texture that you can see from the outside. Pretty cool, huh? All right, I think we're going to do it. We are going to do one with the A side, since we've already done one with the B side. I almost wonder if my dinosaur should have been like mango or something to use this side of the paper. Oh well, you know what I'm saying to you? Mix and match. Have fun. Make it your own. This lovely lipstick heart is our next item to add, because you have to be careful with your adhesive. Don't go to the very far right of your heart, because it's going to overhang the front edge of the card. So before I burnish, I'm going to make sure that there's no adhesive there. Burnish that one down. Let me get the sample back in here so you can see what we're building, and you can see the difference between the two papers. Squee! All right. Then the next thing I did is I wanted to build all of this as a next layer that was bumped up. And so it's kind of funny the way that I did it. Maybe this isn't the smartest way, I don't know. But I put a couple of little splotches, just little tiny bits of snail. And then I brought in my leaves, and I started with this kind of big guy and stuck that one to the back of my greeting. We can add just a little bit. We don't want a lot because we're going to use dimensionals, but this will build out this greeting and leaves and dinosaur kind of as one item. And I'm going to audition that as I go. I think I like the placement of that. I think my banner might be a little bit long though. I'm going to take another little snip right off of here. Just the tiniest bit. All right. Then I'll take Dinosaur's feet. I'll kind of tack his feet into some of that snail. Make sure I like where he's fallen. I think I need him down just a little bit more. But then I want the leaves behind his tail. So let's just arrange that a bit. Uh-oh, I'm trying really for the minimum of snail, just enough to hold it together. See, so this piece is all one, and then I'll flip, and I want it really adhered with dimensionals. So at this point, I'll start adding my dimensionals. Now remember, this little tail is going to go over the inside of the card, so don't add any dimensional there. You'll glue your card closed. And then you're going to use a combination of mini dimensionals and regular dimensionals. Now, this whole piece can go on the card front. And then before I burnish it down again, let me look and make sure. Oh, see, I almost glued my card closed. So just check. So let's go ahead and burnish that down. Ooh, I like them. I like them both. All right, now back to my glitter enamel dots. Now these are the prize for the challenge on the kitchen table stamper craft social. If you haven't seen that challenge yet, make a card, case the card. You've got till the end of the day today, and maybe you'll win a pack of these glitter enamel dots. Now that I've got dinosaurs in the background, I think I want a different color enamel dots too. I think we're going to really shake it up. I mean, we're just going to get real crazy here. I'm going to put, instead of the green ones, we're going to go yellow this time. Definitely like the yellow enamels with the different paper. It looks like a totally different card. All right, we still have a couple of quick bits to go here. We reserved those two little hearts. Let's get a tiny little bit of dimensional, and we're going to add that to the back of our smaller heart. Pop that little guy up on our Dinoroar. Now is the time to be sending cards, encouraging cards to all the people that you can't see. Maybe grandkids. This would be a good one for the grandkids. Really good friends. I think this flies for a really good girlfriend, especially this one. This one's a little bit more feminine. All right, I need my Stampin' Pierce mat again. Got my Stampin' Right marker here. This is basic black. We're going to use the bullet point and just add a little bit detail. Little eyes on our dinosaur. Doesn't that make him come to life there? And open up. I have your Roarsome, and we are about to stamp the inside of a completed card. Wish me luck. Usually, I don't put myself in such a position to ruin the card by stamping a sentiment on it, but I'm going to be really brave. I know you guys are pulling for me. Pretty Peacock ink, your Roarsome. Ink that guy up. And so now whatever you do on the inside signals where to stop stamping, stop decorating, stop writing your message, because when you close up, anything past that line is going to be exposed outside. So I'll put my Your Roarsome here so we could put a greeting above it, maybe a little note below it, and room for a can't talk and stamp. I'm not going to ruin it. I'm going to lift straight up. Roar some! We did it. And then we reserved another one of these little lovely lipstick hearts. Let's embellish with that little multi-purpose liquid glue. I'm tempted to grab a mini glue dot and just put it on with a mini glue dot. That'd be the easy button. But do you see that? My multi-purpose liquid glue worked awesome. When I threatened to use the mini glue dots, then the multi-purpose liquid glue steps up and isn't clogged as actually useful. There we go. Your roarsome and that fun texture outside. All right, I think we did it. If you've got questions about anything, the project, the challenge, the online classroom, email marissa@kitchentablestamper.com. Or if you've got questions about the starter kit special during celebration or celebration rewards, please let me help you with those last minute orders or help you get joined up in the last minute. Don't wait till the last day. It's just so much nicer if you don't wait until the last day. The last day is crazy. All right? Reach out if I can help you stay crafty. Thanks for joining me.